So they're doing better than us.
Well, with that being said, though, actually, that's a good tie-in. What is next for the Saints? Like,
Oh,
what to me, the Saints have been the root of my anger for a long time. But like, at the same time, I do respect a good team when I see it, right? And the Saints have been good for very long. Most seasons they are sitting around the 0.438, so they're pretty much 500 for the most part. With some seasons obviously being better than others, but you can honestly say that pretty much with any team for the most part, right? Um, but as things currently progress, the Saints are trending to have a high draft pick, right? But even with that being said,
mhm.
you know, like there's a lot to be excited for the Saints, especially in their wide receiving corp. Um, but yeah, like it's tough. They're kind of put themselves a little bit in a tough position, in my opinion. Did they pull the trigger on a QB in this next draft? And the thing is they don't even have a first round draft pick right now at this current moment, right?
Mhm.
So are they going to move a big piece then to allow them to go and retool? Because I don't think it's a rebuild for the Saints, because I don't think they're far off. I think they're having a little bit of a bad season and there's some wiggle room to kind of move around with them. But, again, I think with any team that you're not really necessarily getting the success that you want to get, like the Eagles are getting right now, which is a
Yeah.
whole Cinderella story and a half. But what do you do?
I mean, we need to get our O-line back up to health. We and some That's pretty much it. We've had some injuries, and I know that goes across the board for every team. Everyone can rag on the injuries. Um, but we spend a lot of money on them and a lot of our budget.
Yeah.
I just glanced at some of these people's salaries and I was I was shocked. And again, everyone has these different contracts for how long they get to stay around.
Yep.
I know we traded away our first round draft to the Eagles. So
True.
unless maybe we get an on sale player, maybe from Carolina Panthers or something.
Yeah.
Uh, and I was looking at it because now we're hearing that Andy Dalton got hurt um, in the game with his back. So I'm like, hey, how many QBs are you allowed to have on a team? And I looked at him like, okay, we only got the two. I'm like,
Well, Jimmy should be
okay.
back now, shouldn't he? Isn't he okay now, or is he still injured?
Um, the the injury report, the people who did not practice were Laundry, Thomas, Lattimore, Pete, Truman, Trotman, Kirkwood. Um, Andy Dalton was limited as well as Winston. So he was limited.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like all the key players, pretty much.
And we don't have that Sunday to a couple more days to even get back in. It's right back into the horse on Thursday.
Oh, you guys are the Thursday night game.
Yeah, so this is why I'm
Oh,
like stressing out a bit.
yeah. With
Um,
Ben Cornett touches on it too. Like with you guys, kind of respect to what we were saying before. If the Saints upgrade the secondary and wait for a bit, QB, they'll be back to being dangerous in that division. Like I think a lot of it does fall with your
mm,
quarterback situation.
yeah, yeah. And I was looking it up too, and there was one stat that stood out to me, and it's only 10% of teams since the 1990s that start 2 and 4 that make postseason.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I posted it in our chat group about I think it was early 2000s where that actually did happen, where there was a couple of like -5 for, well, 5 losses, 4 losses that teams did make it. But it's a small percentage, 10%. So like my heart got cut into small little pieces of 10%.
Fair.
But
Oh,
yeah, so that's what's next for the Saints. We
fair.
always got Taysom Hill.
Oh god, yeah, Taysom Hill's a stud.
He might just have to step into QB if
Honestly,
we
like
get
he can
hurt.
do it though. That's like he's such a valuable player for you guys to have. Like you cannot let him go, especially with all the uncertainty. But I don't see that happening. I think
Yeah.
he'll be a Saint for a long time. But Colin, to touch on your question, do I think Kyle, who do you think will be Atlanta's next QB after Mariota? Is he a placeholder at QB for us? I would say so, at least for this year. Um, I'm gonna answer your question, and I don't mean to throw you off, but I'm not gonna answer that right now. I'll answer that in two more. I promise you, because I do tie this into Marcus Mariota's topic there. So I promise you, we're gonna get to that. But yeah, it's crazy. Our division is weird this year. I love it though. I love the drama with it. It's the NFC South surprisingly has been very eventful.
Yeah.
Very eventful.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
thanks for watching. If you liked that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.